Do you actually make your dog feel loved every single day? You probably think you do. You feed them, you pet them, you let them sleep on the couch. But here is what nobody tells you. Most of the things you do thinking you are being a great dog owner, your dog barely registers them as love at all. In fact, some of them might actually be making your dog more anxious, not less. These 7 things take less than a minute each. But once you start doing them, your dog will not just follow you around the house, they will look at you the way dogs in movies look at their owners, like you hung the moon. Let us start with the one that most people get completely backward. 1. Talk to your dog, but say their name first, every single time. How do you call your dog's attention right now? You probably just start talking, or you shout their name when they've done something wrong, which means over time, their name becomes a warning signal, not a love signal. Here's what the science actually shows. A 2021 study published in the journal Animal Cognition found that dogs process the emotional tone of speech in the same brain hemisphere humans use for emotional language. When you say your dog's name in a warm, rising tone before anything else, before a command, before feeding them, before petting them, their brain registers it as a positive social cue, not noise, a greeting from someone important. Think about what you're actually doing when you go straight to sit or come without saying their name first. You're skipping the hello. And dogs notice skipped hellos the same way you would notice if someone grabbed your arm and started talking without making eye contact. Here's the daily habit. Every single time you walk into a room your dog is in, say their name first. Warm, slow, just their name. Then whatever comes next. That tiny pause, their name before everything else, tells your dog, you're the first thing I thought of when I walked in. And for a dog, that's everything. And wait until we get to number 5, because there's one thing you do with your body every single day that your dog reads as a direct emotional signal. And most owners have no idea it's even happening. 2. The 10-second rule that changes how your dog sees you. When your dog runs to you the moment you walk through the door, ears up, tail going, whole body wiggling, what do? Most people pat them on the head for a second and keep moving. Put the keys down, check the phone, and that moment passes. But here's what's actually happening in your dog's brain during that greeting. A 2019 study from Emory University used fMRI scans to show that dogs' brains lit up strongest in the reward set.
The same area activated by food when they smelled their owner's scent. Not strangers, not other dogs, their specific person. The moment you walk in is neurologically the highlight of your dog's day. When you brush past that greeting, you are not being neglectful, but you are leaving a reward loop unfinished. Your dog ran to the door and got a half-second pat. That is like someone throwing you a surprise party and you saying, cool, and walking to the kitchen. The daily habit is simple. Give your dog 10 full seconds when you walk through the door. Get down, make eye contact, let them sniff you, say their name. Be actually present. Set a timer once just to feel how long 10 seconds really is. That reunion every single day becomes the emotional anchor of your dog's entire nervous system. You become the safest thing in their world. 3. Stop throwing the ball, start doing this instead. Have you ever played fetch with your dog for 20 minutes and then watched them still be restless, still nudging you, still unsatisfied? That is not a dog who needs more exercise. That is a dog whose deepest instinct was never actually triggered. Here's something most dog owners never realize. Fetch, as most people play it, stand still, throw, wait, repeat, skips the most important part of play for a dog, the stalk. Dogs are descended from wolves, and their brains are wired for a full hunting sequence: locate, stalk, chase, catch. Repetitive fetch gives them the chase and the catch, but it is the stalking phase, the slow, deliberate, crouched approach that triggers the deepest engagement. A study from the University of Bristol found that dogs who engage in scent-based and problem-solving play show significantly lower cortisol levels and greater behavioral attachment to their owners than dogs who primarily do physical-only play. The owner who engages the dog's mind becomes the dog's favorite thing in the world. So here's what to do instead. Once a day, hide a treat under one of 3 cups and let your dog sniff out which one. Or drag a toy slowly along the ground, away from them, not toward them, always away, like prey, and let them stalk it. The moment their haunches drop and their eyes go laser focused, you have activated something ancient in them, and you are the one who gave them that. That is a bond a tennis ball never builds. And hey, if any of this is making you see your dog differently right now, hit that like button and subscribe. That's how we get these videos in front of dog owners who actually want to understand what your dog is has been trying to tell them all along. 4. Never let your dog greet you this way again. Be honest, when your dog jumps up on you, do you push them down, knee them, turn away? You've probably been told that's the right thing to do, but here's what's actually happening in that moment.
Dogs greet each other face to face, literally nose to nose, mouth to mouth. It is how they exchange scent information, which is the primary language of every dog on earth. When your dog jumps up, they are not being bad. They are trying to reach your face because that is where the greeting information lives in dog language. When you respond by pushing, kneeing, or turning away every single time, you are not teaching your dog to be calm. You are teaching them that greeting you, the most exciting moment of their day, always ends in correction. Over time, some dogs learn to suppress their greeting entirely. They stop running to the door. They do not wag as hard. Owners call it they have calmed down. What has actually happened is the dog has learned that expressing love to you gets punished. The daily habit is this: get down to their level to say hello. Crouch, squat, whatever it takes. Let them reach your face. Let them sniff your chin, your cheek. It takes 10 seconds. And instead of spending years correcting a jumping dog, you will have a dog who feels heard at the one moment that matters most to them. They will stop jumping on their own because they no longer need the height. 5. Your body is sending your dog a signal right now. There is one thing you do with your body every single day that your dog reads as a direct emotional message, and almost no one knows it is happening. Researchers at the University of Naples studied how dogs track human posture and found something remarkable. Dogs watch their owner's body orientation, the same way young children watch a caregiver's face to determine whether the environment is safe or threatening. Where your body faces, what your shoulders are doing, whether your posture is open or closed, your dog reads all of it continuously in real time. That means every time you are on your phone hunched over, every time you're stressed at the laptop with your shoulders tight, your dog is not just seeing you distracted. They are reading your body as a signal about whether the world is currently dangerous. And stressed owners, without saying a single word, transmit their anxiety directly into your dog's nervous system. The daily habit: once a day, just once, sit on the floor, open posture, legs out, back against the couch or the wall, no phone. Just be a body your dog can read as relaxed. What happens next will surprise you. Your dog will approach differently, slower, softer. They will choose to lie against you or across your legs, not because they were called, because your body told them this is the safest place in the room. And to a dog, being someone's safe place is the whole point. 6. The one word you should say to your dog every single day. Most owners give their dogs commands all day long. Sit, stay, off, come, leave it. And none of that is wrong. But here's what's missing. Your dog's name is almost always attached to a command or a correction, which means most dogs hear their name as the beginning of work, not the beginning of connection. A 2022
behavioral study tracking audio cues in domestic dogs found that dogs habituate to their name significantly faster when it is consistently paired with instruction rather than with neutral positive attention. In plain language, if you only say their name when you need something, they start tuning it out. But there is one word, one pattern that cuts straight through that habituation. Their name followed by nothing. Just their name in a soft voice with eye contact, and then you go back to what you were doing. Daily habit. At least once a day, look at your dog, say their name softly, hold eye contact for 2 seconds, and then look away. No command, no treat, no expectation. Just, I see you. You exist. You matter. Dogs who receive this kind of no-strings attention show measurably lower stress hormone levels than dogs who are only acknowledged in functional contexts. Your dog will look back at you with something that has no name in human language, but every dog owner knows exactly what it looks like. 7. One spot on your dog's body unlocks something science can barely explain. I mentioned earlier there is something your dog's body is waiting for every single day, and most owners go their entire lives without knowing about it. This is it. When dogs who are deeply bonded groom each other, they do not lick randomly. They focus on specific places the other dog physically cannot reach on their own. The base of the ears, the back of the neck, the spot between the shoulder blades. These are the places your dog has never once once touched with their own paws or tongue. The only way they ever get attention there is from another dog they completely trust. Here is what happens neurologically when that spot gets touched. A 2020 study measuring oxytocin levels in domestic dogs found that sustained gentle touch in the neck to shoulder region triggered oxytocin release, the bonding hormone, at levels comparable to what dogs experience during a reunion with a long-separated owner. Not just comfort, a chemical statement of family. The difference between where most people pet their dogs, the top of the head, the ears, the chin, and this spot is enormous. The head and ears are fine, but they are public zones. Any person can pet a dog there. The base of the neck, the space between the shoulder blades, the area just below the collar line, that is the grooming zone. That is the spot that says we belong to each other in a language that bypasses thinking entirely and goes straight to the part of your dog's brain that decides who is family. Here is the daily habit. Every single day, use your fingertips, not your palm, not a scratch, your fingertips, slow and firm, and work that base of neck space for 30 seconds. Watch what happens to your dog's body. The jaw will soften, the breathing will slow, their eyes will go half closed. They might lean their entire weight into you. That is not relaxation. That is trust expressed at the cellular level. That is your dog's brain saying, this person is mine. I am safe. This is home. And you did not need a treat, a toy, or a single command to get there. You just needed to know where to look.
So this was the video for today. If you want to know why your dog licks your face, click here to watch that video.